Here we'll be talking about lifestyle, family,
trending topics, politics, and family issues.
Everything that concerns you and I. Every Tuesday on Immaculate TV,
2 p.m.
Don't
miss
miss
it. Hello viewers, and welcome to Everything is Everything. I'm your girl Coco, and I'm here to welcome you to our wonderful show where we talk about so many things. Today we have a very interesting topic where we are going to be talking about how to get that perfect relationship. So if you've been looking for love, well, you have come to the right place. Isn't that right, Nilo? You're welcome to the show.
You look radiant.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, what I'm seeing, are you adding weight or something? Hey, life is good.
My sister, shout out to anybody who pays school fees this September. Special shout out to you.
My sister, thank God for life. Are you not
thank God.
I am a chosen. Yeah, welcome on the show. It's your girl Nilo, and like Coco said, find love. Coco, did they find love?
It's necessary for life. You need to be in love and know how it feels.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe I think you explain better. Maybe you don't stay in love. Now only me remain like this.
I've always thought that you and I have a perfect relationship, don't we?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do.
So perfect relationships do exist, but we want to talk about it in the context of, something more long-term. So is there really a long-term, man-woman perfect relationship?
Well, there is no perfect relationship except the one I watch on Facebook and TikTok. You know when they show when they show you those things, if you're not careful, you will have the feeling, pepper them, like these people are pepper. You really on social media, what has been trending, like when you go to comment section, what you will see is, now wow, this 2024, they don't show the single pepper. They say for
God when,
bring the right one. My brothers and sisters, the more you look, the less you see. There is no perfect relationship. The only thing is you can walk towards perfection, but none is perfect because the two parties, as a man, as a woman, none of us are perfect. So the only thing is just getting a balance.
Okay.
That's just it.
And Nello, you've often said that believe social media at your own risk. So that's it. So today we would like to, highlight a lady that has been trending on social media. Her name is Jaruma.
Jaruma, the blue eye. What went wrong?
Nothing went wrong. Jaruma is an entrepreneur. She sells what we call kayama. And this is popularly used to, spice up the intimate side of things and, get that man or woman, usually for men, I think, where you want him to be.
Like a control, if I'm not wrong. But you can't do different between Kayamata and Juju.
But if you can control your relationship, won't it be perfect? Please help me.
Control, like you call that control or manipulation.
No, this
what
one.
About the after effects? Because I don't know. I remember that year. I think it was like 3-4 years ago. This Kayamata thing was everywhere.
Yes,
and even the blue eye. If you see the amount people were using to buy those things, I'm like, on top what? Because say you want to keep man for house. Then you go here, lucky women, lucky wives, hold on, buy pack, this. At the end of the day, I'm not sure I'm the one that's supposed to be saying this thing. We are supposed to call them those that used to come and testify. Whether it really worked.
Don't you prefer to use your money and buy blue eye instead of collecting black eye in the house? I mean, it's one of her very popular products. The blue eye, it can be used on the waist chain, can be used on,
I think, bracelets.
I think so, and some other things. Then she had she has a lot of products actually.
The one they talk about chicken, this that they cook in chicken you eat. I can't remember. I think that one works for the woman. Like when you have to eat, it's just like going to the spa, taking care of yourself, your inner self, so that when you're having intimacy, the man will not run and go.
He will just be in oasis. And you will never need to, talk too much or shout too much. Once you snap your fingers,
everything at your bed and come.
Yes.
And he just whatever you are saying, I want this done, is just happening fast.
Empty your bank account fast. Oh, so as time went on, you know, Jaruma got married, because at that time she was a young lady who was northern. She was a woman, and you know, women in the north, they are very covered, very reserved. She got married to this guy, and then all of a sudden she was all over the whole place. She was on TikTok, she was on Instagram. She was even known as the sweetheart of, you know, Nigerian socialites at that time. Then all of a sudden, after 3 years, we just heard that, oh, it didn't work out.
Oh, wow.
So
doctor know the cure himself.
Calm down, Nilu.
No,
Calm down.
So
questions began to arise. Now look, you've said that, okay, some of the things that she claimed was that this blue eye, it will remove bad eyes from whoever is wearing it. She said it's used to attract favor. Don't you want to attract favor?
Of course I want, yeah. Attraction oil.
And of course, to get a rich...
sold it then.
Yes, attraction oil. And of course, to get a rich man, because that would just solve all your problems in life. Yes. Of course, you know that now. So
the attraction oil, you know, they get poor man, It's well low.
So at the end of the day, she now got, you know, into this thing with VD James, who just recently got married and has been, you know, showing herself all over TikTok with her husband, that's, you know, fine husband that she just married right now. And then Jaruma just showed up, bam, saying, you know, she rented the husband. And that Jaruma also rented her husband, and that was why, you know, the thing didn't work out. It wasn't for love, it wasn't for all that. So if she didn't love him, why did she use kayamata on him?
You know,
that's where I would even start from. That's my first question.
You know, that was why I said, Coco,
yes,
that anything you see on social media,
live at your own risk.
So now she's now telling us that she rented the man. We have not heard from the side of the man. To be sure if it was on rent too.
I don't know. I don't know if he was on rent. So
whatever you believe, you're on your own.
But well, how do you rent a man?
I don't know. Maybe we will have to invite a man to explain to us. Maybe, I think they do rent men. Maybe they will be able to explain better.
To rent him for a date or to rent him for marriage, can it be the same?
Well, for those that rent, maybe it works for them. After we watch Nigerian movies that they will say, pretend to be my boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe my family that are really mounting pressure, marry. But you know, Nollywood will tell us that eventually they fell in love. You know, I tell you, their movies will have happy endings.
It's Nollywood that caused all these problems.
In fact, too much of Nollywood.
Because there will be somebody selling corn by the road, poor, without eyes, and there will be a prince from one village that will show up in a jeep,
in fact,
and park by the road and say, I love her.
Sometimes I wish it is like that too, because some of these people you see that are poor, nobody will be poor, my sister. And I'll be wondering, like, where do all these things manifest from? I never witnessed them. I'll be like, God, oh, like when?
Like when, yes.
Not be even marriage now.
Fairy tale.
Person like, I like you, dash your money, you walk on the way, you go just bring money
free, you do nothing for it.
Now just Nollywood that they always see where all these things happen.
My sister, don't be small thing. So now, is this thing that happens, is it far from us, or is it closer to us than we think? Is this using control, you know, control C and to activate?
No. To be honest,
all right,
it happens.
Okay.
It really happens. You see, people, I wonder if relationship is by force. But I think what happens is the society we find ourselves in, they mount this pressure on, especially when it comes to male and female relationship. The kind of pressure they mount is looking like it's a do or die affair. And that's why you see a young woman desperate, especially when they come of, you know, certain age. You know, there's an age where they get to, and you be like, oh, parents are like, hey, you're in the house, your mates are getting married, you are a liability, you are this and that. And not just people that are, you know, not working, even the working class.
Okay.
You will see someone that is well made, a lady, fully formed, like she has her money, but she will be so eager and desperate, not all, but majority, looking for a man in in her life, you understand? And you find out that if they are not careful, if they are not guided, if they don't have the spirit of God in them, they go the other route, like this Jaruma route we're talking about. You know, I want to hold a man, and you are willing to get diabolic just to have that man to be your own. And you know, you don't think about this thing knowing that they will have consequences at the end of the day. Because for how long do you want to
Tie the
person down? I remember then, like I was still referred to our darling Nollywood. Those times when they would bring movies like you will see a woman desperate for love and they will tie the man in a bottle. Eventually you realize that one day the bottle will break, the man will
last.
You understand?
You go chop breakfast.
At the end of the day, the beating wey you no receive for the number of years or months where you tie am for bottle, e go give you for one day. If you no even survive am. So the reality is this: I don't think relationship is a do or die
affair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be something that, especially the God factor, should not be removed from it. Especially one that has to lead to marriage. It has to be a marriage between a man and a woman and God.
Okay.
But the moment you start bringing in all these diabolic things to keep the relationship, it's just like telling God that you can't entrust anything. Let me help myself.
Yes.
And you might help yourself and eventually crash.
That's very true, Nilu.
So we really, this like, okay, look at why I said the Jaruma lady now. Now, those times when she was selling those things.
That kayamata that she sells, yes.
Why didn't it work for her? Even if she claims it was on rent, how come the rent became so short?
Instead of going the long way,
like
eventually like it's supposed to, yes.
Okay, I sold this thing. That was why I said the people that bought it that time, I think they're in the best position to tell us if it really worked or not. But I remember then online, some people were saying it's fake, nothing is happening. But you know,
but her husband later came out and even mentioned it that her products were fake. Though I don't know if he did it out of spite, because he might have been looking that, okay, this woman is more successful than me, let me look for something to ruin her.
He was a prominent guy.
Was he?
Like what he said, at least he was not poor. Attraction or
attracted all the favor to him, so he couldn't have been poor again now.
Exactly. So what are you saying?
That's very true. That's very true. Well,
you know, we are hearing one side of the
story,
and that's why I said every story has another side.
It's
when we are able to sit down or sit these two people down and hear from both parties, you'll be able to know exactly what the problem is.
Okay.
It might not even be that she even did kayamata, but it might even be that there are other behaviors she has that is not even good, or the man has, you understand? So we won't just say kayamata didn't make it work or anything.
So I think that in a relationship, there are several things that actually add up to it. Because look at this lady. I think she was even presidential aspirant. I don't know if it was a joke or not, but I saw her poster and so that means that she's doing pretty well. She has the money, she has the influence. She was born into, you know, a very rich family right from the start. She looked like she had everything going very well for her. Where did she go wrong? What spoils that perfect relationship? She lives a luxurious life. He's from one mansion to another. It's from one, you know, advert to another. She's always publicizing something, rolling with billionaires' wives, which you know
that was why
her lifestyle.
It still goes down to what I said earlier on.
Okay,
it's not about, you know, you're asking what went wrong.
Yes.
Most times, let me use this opportunity to tell people. See, when we talk about relationship, it takes two to tango.
Yes.
See, if one person is working, that relationship will eventually crash.
Okay.
Because one person cannot be doing the job of two people.
That's true.
Like, okay, I want this thing to work, and I'm saying, this relationship will work. I am a chosen.
Using faith. But there's a faith. There's a place for faith in relationship.
Okay, for you,
perfect
I'm talking about
relationship.
one person having that faith, and the other person is like,
it's having doubts.
Doubt, exactly. Like, I'm just managing. I hope you know that it's going to be difficult for that thing to work out. So it really takes two, and love is not enough in a relationship, to be honest.
To be candid, yes.
Yeah. Love is not enough. There are a lot of things that are also inclusive when it comes to relationship. Character goes a long way.
Very
Remember
long way.
the language
True.
that says your attitude will determine your aptitude.
True. Show me your friends.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you. I'll tell you who you are.
As a lady, there are characters that you exhibit that will not, the man will not be happy about it.
Okay.
So there are things that as a lady you need to work on. You can't be a lady, okay, like you said, she has money. Okay, she has money. Can she cook? How well does she keep the house? Like, house chores, the things she does, or she's this kind of person that leaves everything to the
husband. Well,
not even to the husband, people around like
her.
The maids and everything. But there are some men, they are so like, okay, I want you to be around. I want you to be involved, especially when it comes to food aspects. There are some men that will tell you, it's you that will make my food, no other.
There was a very popular video of her kneeling down and feeding her husband, and it was so romantic. Let me just mention that. It touched my heart.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, aside from those things too, what about the way you talk? I hope you know that we women, we have mouths to the gutters. I've witnessed a woman when she was insulting her husband. I felt ashamed for the man. And I'm like seriously?
Is it up to that?
Is it up to that? For me, maybe because of where I'm coming from, no matter the issue between her and my husband,
yes,
I don't know how to abuse.
Okay.
But there are some men, they have A1 in abusing.
I wanted to tell you that too. That some like this, you can't even, and the unfortunate thing about it is that you cannot choke your mouth into husband and wife matter, because now they're going to settle at the end of the day. So when you hear the husband give what's that rifle, that's gun that they shoot, the woman too shoots her own.
It be like soccer now. If I score goal, you score goal. Do me, I do you.
I'm telling you.
And you see,
how
that
can it
some
be perfect
women,
then?
they have bad mouth. Like when they start insulting, or when they are angry and they start talking to their spouse,
yeah,
you will realize that no, this is this is not it.
Okay.
And those things now, and this thing is not about love now.
True.
You understand?
Yes.
And there are some women, they are very argumentative. Like they and their spouse cannot have a communication without them they keep
upset,
arguing. And aside from arguing, they will not even agree. They must have their way. It must be their own way or no other way.
Okay, so what I'm getting from you right now, Nilu, is that basically if you feel that the relationship is toxic, if you feel as if it is choking you, you're not having your way, you're not getting, what you want out of a relationship that you went into for, what did you go into it for, then you should consider maybe realizing that no be by force.
Yeah, not be by force now. Okay. Relationship not be by force. But even, we're talking about relationship, because when you now have to refer to a marriage relationship, this is where I have a problem. Before you married that man or that woman, there were traces.
What was the situation like?
Some people will tell you, I never dated.
A lot of people pretend before marriage. What are you talking about?
Even if you date, I've seen marriage of people dated for like 5-10 years, and 2 years into the marriage, they are no more.
Gone.
You understand?
Okay.
So you realize you still need the God factor. No matter
what
anybody wants to pretend, if God is involved, He would
show
reveal it
foundation.
to you. But most times, you will see people, they will first fall in love. And when you are talking to them that, even as a friend, you are seeing that, this thing, there is come out, and you're trying to tell them, come out of this thing. Because they're in love.
My dear.
There is nothing you are saying that is making sense.
You are even going too far. Buy leg chain, buy waist chain, buy blue eye, and let this matter close. I don't know why you are going back to this matter. Buy it and end it there. Then if you know that it is the sticky and slimy one that you need, and you use that one, bamboozle the relationship and everything will go well.
But like we said, it's not only love, and sex is not the only thing that keeps the relationship too. Because any man can get sex from anybody and anywhere.
But when it comes to this kind of diabolical state, it's sex magic. It's not even the regular thing again.
What makes you think that if he wants to get sex, if a man wants to get sex outside, or those prostitutes around, do you think, and I don't think, are you sure some of them are just doing it like freely, or there's something to it?
I always think that when it comes to monetizing of of sex, first of all, there's so many dangers that are associated with it. Nobody does it with clear eye. Most people, they have what they are carrying because they want to protect themselves. So I know definitely once it comes to demonetizing, just cancel it from your mind that there will be anything good that will come out of it. So if he's going out of his way to say, okay, let me go and try this or that thing, let me go and do this, let me go and do that, most times it is the wives that don't even know about all this blue eye, all this chain, all this. It's the side chicks that are buying it. And it's expensive.
Even at a point, even the wives too became inclusive for those that could afford it. They were buying. Because I remember that year, the thing was, Chris was actually high, and I said, okay, let me follow. They had Instagram page.
They had websites and everything.
Okay, yeah. So I was like following comment sections and you realize that a lot of women buy these things
just to keep
their homes and some to keep the man.
That's coming from another home.
The sexy mugu. Because when you look at it, you see that most of them were even married men that these girls were after. And, it became a case that I remember one instance that they were like, why would you be buying these things for married women? And that was why they had to tell married women, wake up, side chickens are not playing.
I'm not joking, they did not come to Count Bridge in Lagos. So.
Not only Lagos, actually everywhere.
Everywhere, yes, that's true.
But you realize that these things just doesn't end well. Now look at it. Her home, how is it now? She's now referring to Vicky James. You know one thing I like about Vicky James, she's not a perfect being, but with time I've watched and I realized that she has a God factor. She knows God.
Yes.
So whatever she's doing, she will keep telling you is God.
It's God.
God gave me the inspiration. God did this. God did that. God did that. How can you compare such a person
to that? Okay. I've seen that. Now, in this whole matter of control, do you think that maybe if you've achieved something good and you are ready now to settle down and you don't see any loving person coming your way, what's the next thing that you should do? What's the solution to that? I mean, you're good, you're fine, pretty woman, because it happens like that. Sometimes you just be going on the road and then you see a very, very pretty woman and you're just looking like, what's going on here? Like nobody's coming your way, nobody's asking you, can we come to your house? Can we do like this? Can we, you know what I mean?
Coco, let me use a question to answer my question.
Okay.
The question I want to ask now is this: what do you mean by loving?
I mean, loving in the sense of ready to be patient and spend time with you to get to know you.
You know why I asked that question?
Yeah.
Some women don't even know what they want. Before you are looking for someone that is loving, first,
we have entered another lane now. We have entered another lane now. Gee.
No.
Okay.
But this is reality. Before you are looking, when women put some criteria, when you look at them, you will see someone that doesn't even have money. I want a rich guy. I want a man that can pray. She never even pray. She not even sabi pray for 3 hours.
It was written on the website. I read it. It is used to attract rich men.
Okay.
Simple.
Okay. So that's their solution. Now I hope they're enjoying it too. They are oga kpata. No know wetin happen. You see, leadership is by example. Now when she don't fall out for marriage, waiting others go do.
Then go think twice. Number 1, what do you want in your relationship? Number 2, are you giving out what you desire from that relationship? And if you are able to master these 2 things, at least you'd have enjoyed yourself and learned something from us today. Thank you so much for joining us on Everything is Everything. It's Coco and
Nalo.
And we had a lovely time with you here today. Don't miss out next week. Don't forget, Tuesday, 2 p.m. here at Immaculate Television. We'll see you then. Bye. Guys.